Fear is just the opposite of reason, and it just puts our whole brain into momentary suspension, and we become gullible. When we're afraid of something, we make poor choices, and we fall for whatever kind of propaganda somebody wants to feed us. The left knew exactly what they were doing. So all of the rhetoric about global warming isn't about how well we understand the science of climate or the natural processes or the link between carbon dioxide and climate change. You see very little of that in the mainstream media, from environmental groups, even from the science community. It's all about powerful, overwhelming, scary images of climate, seemingly natural phenomenon, hurricanes and droughts and melting ice and polar bears swimming seemingly at risk of losing their lives. And the scientists have been buffaloed into believing that this thing is real, that it's a real crisis. And if they want to get published, they have to nod in the direction of this thing. If they want to get a research grant, they got to nod in this direction. If you want tenure, you'd better at least voice agreement with the prevailing thought on this thing. Scientists are no different from any of the rest of us. You end up believing in somebody on the issues that you're not an expert on. And so most scientists are not an expert on climatology. Biologists aren't experts on physics. Physicists aren't experts on geology. Geologists aren't experts on, fill in the blank. There's over 100 specialties that are involved in climate science. And so scientists end up believing what other scientists tell them is true in areas outside their area of specialization. And the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, represents itself as being the consensus of science on climate, and they go to the scientific world and say, trust us, we've scrubbed this out. We represent the consensus. So even though your own research doesn't seem to support a human impact on climate, trust us, other people's do. The IPCC took advantage of the fact that scientists aren't generalists, don't know all the facts, put their faith in a government agency when they should not have done that, and then end up devoting the rest of their career to finding evidence to support a hypothesis that at the end of the day can't be supported.